Allah says that He created everything and He created it with a specific balance. You look at the world around us and you realize how balanced it is. If we were so many meters or so many miles closer to the sun, we would all burn up. If we were so many miles away from the sun, we would all freeze to death. The way Allah has created the world around us with such an incredible balance. When we bring in imbalance to this, then we can actually renounce entire species. Subhanallah. And if we were to look for an inconsistency in the creation of Allah, you will not be able to find it. Allah tells us in Surah Mulk, you don't see in the creation of the most merciful any inconsistency, so return your virgin to the sky. Do you see any breaks? Surah Mulk verses 3. Keep looking, you will never find an inconsistency in the creation of Allah. And the word that Allah uses in the Quran to describe everything. And He doesn't say nature, He doesn't say universe. What does He say? He describes it as khalq, that it is His creation. Everything is something that leads us back to Him. When you see anything in this world, it is something that was created by Allah with a purpose. Allah didn't just place it there for no reason, but everything has a wisdom. Everything Allah describes in the Quran, He describes it as an ayah. The word ayah is very interesting. Usually when you hear the word ayah, you might be thinking it means a verses of the Quran. A single verses of the Quran is an ayah, and the plural of that is ayat. But what is the original meaning of ayah? The original meaning of ayah is a sign. So these verses of the Quran are ayat. They are signs that point to Allah. So when Allah tells us about Himself in the Quran, that every single one of those ayat point to Him, and that is why they are signs, because they lead us to Allah. But Allah doesn't something very interesting with the word ayah in the Quran. He says the thing that we recite from the Quran is an ayah, but He also says that the love between husband and wife is an ayah. He says that the creation of the heavens and the earth is an ayah, is a sign. He says that the changing of the day and the night is a sign. He says the creation of the animals and all of the creature on this earth is a sign. The sun and the moon and the planets are signs, and the stars are signs. The ocean, the land, the tree, the wind, everything is a sign that point us to Allah. In the world today, we are very disconnected. We are very disconnected from nature. We are very disconnected from the world around us. We are mostly on our devices. We are mostly at home. We were mostly at the computer. We were mostly watching TV, mostly at our work. We were mostly on concrete, and we get very little time to actually spend in the natural world. Very few of our children know how the food that is at their table is actually produced. Very few know what a farm looks like. Very few are connected to nature in that way.